This is Sarah. How can I help you?
Hey, it's Steve Davis. I was thinking about booking me a massage. How much you want for 'em?
Yeah, when were you looking? Go ahead.
Yeah, how much you want for 'em?
Yeah, have you been to an Elements before?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you would come in at the first time rate of 89 for the hour
Yeah.
or 115 for a 90 minute.
What all does that come with? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, so it's a full body therapeutic massage, but you do have time before your session to consult with your therapist on any areas to avoid or focus on.
A little focusing. Now, is this done nude, or you got a towel around there down there?
I'm sorry?
I was wondering if you do this massage, am I wearing a robe, or am I just, got my junk out?
Yeah, so you
I got a scar down there, basically, I'm a little embarrassed about. Down there in Panama
so you are
City.
able to dress to your comfort levels.
See, yeah, basically what I was wondering is Becky working?
No, we don't have anybody by that name here.
My buddy said if I use a secret password, I might get a little something extra.
I'm sorry, we don't offer that here, so I'm going
I want the Deshaun Watson. Let's just be clear and simple. The Deshaun Watson.
I want the Deshaun Watson.
Oh
wow.
God.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Downside.
Welcome.
Here at the Downside Lounge.
Thank you, Tammy.
As always.
Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you, Tammy. Guys, it's officially October.
Spooky time.
Spooky.
Or as Greg knows as...
People who pay too much money to see fake things inside of a haunted house.
Cocktober. so we just wanted to, let everybody.
Oh my God.
So yeah. Anyway, so
I didn't see
yeah.
that coming.
So like every show, we like to have ourselves a little pour. What is on
We got a
the
spooky bottle.
Ooh.
So we got a little
what's on the
Dictador.
Dictador.
We're doing a little rum. We're changing it up this time.
We're changing it up. We're going
Nice.
from bourbon to rum.
That's
but
right.
I mean, it's called Dictador, but let's face it.
It's
We call
Dictator.
it Dictator.
Yeah,
That's what we've
have
called
called
it for years.
Dictator.
It's got a nice bottle. I do.
We
like
were
it.
introduced this by Josh here, who picked up a bottle.
Yeah, on accident. I just happened to see it and thought it looked good.
He thought it looked cool and thought he'd give it a shot. And I got to tell you something.
He was right.
He's on point with this one.
Because for a rum, it does have a very bourbon,
Yes.
oaky,
Yeah.
vanilla.
And then a little sweet maple at the end.
yeah,
thing.
it's all,
dope,
it's
man.
everything. So what do you want to? Coolio.
Oh, it's a Coolio.
Coolio.
Rest in peace.
Coolio.
Yes. Were y'all upset about Coolio?
Slide, slip and slide.
You know, we did play a show with that guy one time.
Oh my gosh, so good.
That's so damn good.
Oh man,
It's
it's like candy.
it's dessert.
I
man.
know that it's October, but that's like Christmas in a glass.
Oh, my
Man.
God. That is so good.
that is so good.
So hey, we might have to do it. We might have to get another rum tonight.
So let me ask, when you think of Coolio, what's the first thing you think of?
Patron.
Hair Sprigs.
I think of the Weird Al Yankovic parody, Amish Paradise.
Amish Paradise is dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's one of the best parody songs
It's
ever
great.
made. I heard they actually had a little beef. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Coolio
Like
tried to say they had a little beef, but
Right.
the rumor was, he sent Coolio a pretty big check because he made a lot of
Sure,
money off
yeah.
that song or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's what I always think of.
Yeah, we actually played at Tin Roof. And
yeah.
he opened the show. Is that right?
Yeah, he opened the show, and then Vanilla Ice, and then he came through, and then Jason and I played inside. That was like a big street party, and then inside Tin Roof, Jason and I were playing to finish the night out, and he come through, and we were sound checking and liked it, so he invited us to the green room,
Yep.
and we go in there, and it's a weird guy.
Was he?
He was a weird
Yes.
cat, but I mean, he was
Weird
nice.
guy. He was nice, but
Super
definitely,
nice.
famous people were weird, I'm sure.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And then we were walking out of the green room, and we just took his bottle of Patron.
Yes, I
he-
still have it.
Yeah, he still has the bottle in
Yes.
there.
And I'll put the picture of it right here.
Yeah, somewhere. Wait, is it right there
Here or right
up
there?
here?
You know what's going up there.
You know it's going up here.
Dude, he was only 59.
Really?
So I'm not sure what he.
I didn't see what he died of. I just
Maybe
heard
I was
they
about to
passed
say
away.
that.
Yeah, just
I think it might have been something bad. Who knows?
which hey, To Coolio, one more time.
Hey, to Julio.
So Julio.
To Julio.
To
Coolio.
Julio.
Coolio. You say Julia. Julian.
Julian.
Julian. That's funny.
Why is
Wait,
that?
why is that funny? One of my favorite. That's probably is my favorite
I
Adam
love
Sandler
that movie. That's
Why is that
so
funny?
good.
Have you boys watched the speaking of haunted stuff,
No.
the Dama show?
No.
Ah, man, I got it on tap to watch it. I've,
Yes.
I've heard some things.
I'm just gonna tell you, it's amazing.
Yeah, I heard it's really
Dude.
good.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's gripping. It's insane.
Right.
I finished it today, and it also there's moments where you really do like this show makes you really feel for the victims.
Really?
Like yeah, there's one guy in the show, and he's actually deaf. I don't want to spoil it too bad.
Right.
But he's deaf, and there's a scene where he's like literally like a part where he kind of moves to a different city. He's just trying to get a job.
Right.
And so this was probably around 90, 91 or whatever. And they're not hiring him because he's deaf. And you're like, you actually like, I feel bad for this guy,
Oh,
because
wow.
he seemed like such a good person.
Right.
And then I don't want to tell you what happens, but he was one of the ones that's jumped out, and I've actually seen some memes where that character kind of jumped out to
Really?
a lot of people. Yeah.
Wow.
His dad and stuff is still alive.
I didn't know anything about that other than he ate people. That's
Dude,
all I knew.
and
Yeah, that's kind of all I knew.
So-
I'm going in pretty blind to it.
Dude, and I didn't know so Dahmer. I had to look it up, but he was in prison probably around 3 years. By the time he was taken into custody to the time he was killed was about 3 years. I didn't know this, but he got baptized on the same day Gacy, very famous
Yeah.
serial killer,
Serial killer, yeah.
got put to sleep.
Really?
Yeah, Dahmer got baptized the exact same day. It's fucking crazy. I'm telling you, y'all got to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna start it tonight.
You got to watch it. So yeah.
Dahmer.
We still got to do some Halloween stuff. So this is the whole month of October. We finished September with 5 episodes.
5
Yes.
episodes we did, yes.
So this month we'll be doing 4 episodes. This is the 6th one.
Can't believe we're still going.
Guys, we have a number 205-386-7274.
Yes.
We want you to call. We really enjoy the callers, and also we want
And
you
we've been
to
helping a lot of
subscribe.
people. Yeah.
Yeah,
We help
and
a lot
and a big. I mean, I don't like. We've discussed this and stuff, but our episode 3 has like so many views. Like compared to
Right.
that, it's just crazy how
Right.
that episode is really blowing up stuff. So thanks for everyone.
Yeah,
who
yeah,
watches.
thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
appreciate y'all watching.
Yeah, subscribe
And sharing it
stuff.
to your friend or whatever. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So we got so hopefully we're gonna have some good skits for y'all this month.
That's right.
True.
And
Working
have
on some things,
Some
working
good
on some
prank,
things.
Some good prank phone calls.
That's
I actually
right.
thought of a new skit actually on the way over here,
Ooh.
and it has to do with Halloween and a hurricane.
Right, 2 very relevant things.
I know, but when you hear the idea, you'll love it.
I
Okay.
love it. Can't
Cool.
wait.
I'm down.
Greg had a story to tell
Sure did.
about a festival. I thought was very interesting.
I did.
Instead of Oktoberfest, your uncle took you to.
Cocktoberfest. It was rough.
Did y'all actually go inside?
No.
And the theme was
Flannels.
happy Swalloween. And I know you were young and it was freaky, but I'm actually glad that y'all didn't go inside because there's no telling where you would be. There's no telling where you would be today if you would have went in that festival.
Oh, I'm sure I'd be right here.
You rat bastard.
You.
Happy Swalloween! What do y'all think something mean you ever did on Halloween? What's something mean you ever did?
All right.
What's
Did
something
some,
mean?
Yeah, did some. Everybody's done the egg.
Everybody's
right?
done the eggs and the balloons.
You know a
and
joke
shit.
my dad used to make, and I used to think this is fun. I don't know why, but I thought this was fucking hilarious because I wrote this image out in my head a lot. My dad, he's the funniest person I've ever known.
Right.
Like a lot of people think I'm funny and stuff, but we're a lot different in a lot of ways. It's where I'm more outgoing and loud. He's not, but when he gets to know you, he's gonna slide little one-liners too. This comedy gold.
Right.
But he told me I'll never forget him saying one time that to really get the kids because back in those days they had they had brown paper sacks.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, that was the Halloween basket.
So
that's all it was.
yeah, a brown paper sack. So
Right.
he said what they would do is act like they're putting candy in the thing,
Right.
but actually put ice in it. So when the ice
Oh,
melts,
nice.
the bag
Bag would just get soggy and go.
Genius. That's fucking genius, man.
what a fucking dick move, but
So
how
good.
hilarious!
So
Is that not
good.
funny?
That's real good.
fantastic, dude. Wow. Yeah, I thought like doing the burning bag of poop was bad, but that's pretty good.
But I think that's so funny too because it's one of those. It's like
They think
you
they're getting candy.
Well,
That's even better.
Well, you do it, and then it's 25 houses
It's
down
the
road.
long
There's-
game, Frank, right?
The ice is in there.
Oh, Papa
just-
Roberts played the long game.
And it's just all of a sudden the bag burst. The kid don't have an extra one. He's scooping up candies.
Putting it inside of his ninja
Hard
outfit.
candies. And you had a story about hard candies.
I had no stories about hard candies.
Oh, I thought there was a thing you said.
Dude, who do you hang out with?
Well, I'm telling you, your uncle. You were telling us earlier that if you rubbed his pockets, he would give you hard candy.
My uncle watches this, so that's cut out.
His uncle's like, what the
Yeah, Uncle Kyle.
He's looking around the room right now, like
We don't even know his uncle.
everybody's looking at his
I know,
uncle
I know.
now, and like, what
Uncle
the fuck?
Kyle. All right, boys. So, all right, I got that off my agenda.
Nice.
We do got a few phone calls. What else?
36 days.
36 days.
Yeah,
36 days, guys.
To the
Gotta be ready.
midterms.
We're going to start a TED Talk on the elections. It's 36 days. Get out there and vote.
I had no
Get
idea.
out there.
Or don't. I don't give a fuck.
That's how lost I am because I'm sitting there thinking like, all right, this is an underlining joke to me. They're about to get me on this.
Yeah, like, they set me
busting
up.
his
They
dick.
set me
I'm
up.
busting his dick the whole thing. And I'm like,
36 days. You're like, 36 days.
I'm sitting there thinking like, what happens in 36
Hey,
It was
days?
36
don't worry, the ice will let you know.
The ice will let you know. It's the long game.
It's
All
long.
right. So on a real story that Greg had, Greg, you were saying today you had the honor of visiting a trampoline park.
Oh, what every middle-aged man wants to do on a Sunday. Yes, I did do that.
How was it?
I mean, it was entertaining.
Tell us what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, I will say this.
Not about the part in the bathroom.
No, not about the bathroom. We'll leave that. That's for another podcast, and not the downside for another podcast.
But no, tell it. You got to tell
No,
us what the police.
The police ended up coming because
To a trampoline, a
to
kid's
a
trampoline,
kid's trampoline park.
First of all, what area was this in? Hoover.
No, Wildwood.
Oh,
Yeah.
I should have known.
But you walk in, this is like one of the nicest places.
That's
out
the one on
there,
Lakeshore.
right? Yeah.
I know exactly where that's at.
It's a dope one.
Yeah.
It's cool. My kid's been going since he was like young.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, just wanting to get a couple friends for his birthday and go. And I was like, no problem. So I took him. I'm sitting there watching NFL games on my phone, just relaxing because I don't have to watch them anymore.
Right.
They're old enough they can
Yeah.
have
Right.
fun. And out of nowhere, there's a couple birthday parties off in the distance in this place. And I hear this woman start yelling, like real loud, but I can't understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I heard, you ain't gonna tell me. That's what I heard. And I was like, all right, this is gonna get good.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're like, fuck the
So
football
I'm
game. I'm
immediately
tuning
like,
into this.
I'm like, all right, listen. And then it gets calm. Nothing happens for about 25 minutes. And then she starts getting loud again, and they're walking. The only guy working there is like, come on,
Right.
come on, come on.
Yeah.
And she's walking out, and the one thing she kept saying was she was real. I mean, lack of a better term, she was ghetto bitch. You know,
Yeah.
she didn't fuck around.
Yeah.
And all she kept,
So her saying, "You ain't gotta tell me." That's what she said.
no, you ain't gonna tell.
You ain't gonna tell
You ain't
me.
gonna
Do
tell
you
me.
think you would have had a different perspective if she would have said, "Thou shall not tell me"?
Yeah, I would have been like, Lord Cornbath?
Where you gonna be going?
Well, first of all, I would have been way more interested if
Thou
she said,
shall not tell me.
not converse
Take off
with
your
me in
glove.
such a manner.
Slap. Glove.
I'll be like, I love this lady, and I don't even know. I already got her side.
She's great.
No.
All right.
But she's walking out, and she kept saying, 6 feet under. I don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
no kids. And I was like, God damn,
Yeah.
she's gone off the deep
Shoot the
end.
place up.
6 feet under. And I'm like, oh, fuck. All right, so I gotta
Mm-hmm.
kind of, start actually finding where the children are that I'm
Yeah.
and be like, all right, y'all
Yeah.
stay over there. I'm gonna, because, I mean, I still would have punched her in the face if she did something crazy. Like, she's
Yeah.
not gonna do anything.
Gotta take her out.
So I mean, a guy that admits to whooping a woman in public,
I mean-
you gotta respect that.
No, hey, not whooping her, just giving her one good
Oh,
smack.
just one good swift.
Hey, I'm
Just
saying
a one
no one's going
swift.
6 foot under, but
Yeah.
you might lay on the tile floor for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying. So I'm watching the guys getting her outside, and then I see cops pull up, and I'm like, I mean, she was yelling.
Homewood?
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they come pulling up, and one of the girls that was there at my son's birthday party, I saw her mom walk in. It was about time for them to start putting their shoes on. So
Yeah.
they're putting their shoes on. They didn't even hear this because they were on the other side playing dodgeball or whatever they were doing. And so she comes in and she was like, "Hi, I'm such and such's mom."
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, hi." They're back there getting their shoes on. And she was like, okay. She goes, I came in because the cops were here, and I kind of let it go. But what she heard the cop say to the employee was, where's the knife now?
Oh my god.
And when you said, where's the knife now? She was like, I think I'm going to go in there and
Right.
check on my daughter.
Yeah, 100%.
And then, because she didn't see me before she come in, she
Right.
knew kind of who I was and
Right.
knew she didn't have to worry about anything. But she comes in and she was like, oh, like, you would have had that under control because she's out there right now. And I was like, oh, she's still out there? They got her cuffed in the back? They were like, no, she's just standing there. And I was like, all right, that's fine. So I
She
get
is
the-
cuffed?
No, they're not cuffed. She's
Okay,
just standing
okay.
there. And I was like, is she in the back with the car? Is she cuffed? She's like, no, she's just standing there. So, okay. So we get all the stuff. Everybody said their buys. We walk out, and there's one cop standing right in front of the building, and she's probably 40 feet from her. And she's saying, you ain't going to get any closer. And he was like, I'm not going to get any closer. And she's like, I'm telling you. And he goes, I'm telling you. I'm going to stand right here.
He's saying this to the woman.
To the woman.
Just
You know,
throwing it.
she's yelling still. She's
Right.
very highly emotional about
But they're
something.
outside the place
They're
now.
outside the place
Okay.
now. And then one cop goes in and gets the rest of the party, and they're walking out like, That's all I can see them doing.
Yeah, yeah.
So I never got the full story.
Yeah.
But then we get everybody to the car. I had my son and two of his buddies with him, and we start driving off, and I see her like start doing this to the cops. So I was like, all right, we're gonna pull over here and just watch this. And then like, because they were interested, they're
Oh, it's
14-year-old
great-
boys.
It's great to teach kids how to
Yeah.
be nosy.
Yeah, I was like-
gander upon these
Yeah.
wild beasts.
I
son.
literally pulled into a parking spot. I literally was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And I pulled in the parking spot. She's like, blah, blah, blah. And the cop goes like this. And then I go, yeah, this is not something some kids should be saying. So I just bounced. But I had that thought like, oh, I want to know what's happening. And it took me a minute to be like, oh, he could shoot her. And
Yeah.
we're going to go.
Does thou have your camera ready, son? Wow.
Thou shalt turn on the body com. Pop, pop.
Wow. Yeah.
It was a wild day.
Yeah, just plan on going to a little trampoline park, and
Next thing you know.
the cops get called.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the funniest. The funniest thing was when a woman there with her son's birthday party thought she could still do a cartwheel. And she
How old was
just,
this lady?
she's mid-30s.
Yeah.
And she looks like she could have been in shape when she was in high school because I overheard her saying to her husband how she used to do tumbling and cheerleading and all that stuff. And he literally said, do not do that.
Yeah.
And then she tried it. And as soon as that hand hit the beam, her whole arm crumpled under what she didn't realize is 20 years of weight she put on.
Yeah.
And her face hit so hard on it. And you know how hard it is not to laugh when you know you
yeah.
shouldn't laugh.
Right.
Right.
But it's the funniest thing. So I was like, like pretending like I give a shit about the Eagles game.
Yeah.
Right.
Trying my best not to laugh. And the husband didn't even help her out. He was like, told you
Yeah,
not to
told
do
her.
it.
Yeah,
I told you not to do it. And he was like, come on, get out. She, to her credit, she was laughing a little bit, but beat red.
You gotta let them
Straight.
learn.
You get sometimes you, just gotta learn.
you gotta let them learn on their own.
You know?
You know, you've been married for so long, she's still not listening.
And she's just,
Hey,
and it was like a point she was going to prove. I'm going to not only do a cartwheel, but I'm going to do it on this balancing beam used to do jousting for children.
Yeah.
And buddy, she ate it. She ate the mat, man.
Sounds like you had a good little day ski there.
It was all right.
Definitely entertaining.
I tell you what, it was a little bit more entertaining than I expected taking kids to a trampoline park.
I agree. I mean, the cops.
The cops got called. A woman did a cartwheel and busted her
woman did a
face.
cartwheel.
Nice.
You know,
Okay.
these are all things that are funny. Welcome everybody to Downside Challenge. We are going on week 6 SEC football. A little recap of last week. I ended up with 3 points, won all 3 of my games. Josh got 3 points, won 2 of his games, and got the extra point for the score. And Jason didn't do well.
Ooh.
He got 1 point. One
Thanks,
point.
The
Florida.
Big 12 edition that we
Yeah,
Let me
didn't-
down.
It
Let you
really,
down.
Me
it
down.
really
He
screwed
fucking
him
hates
over.
the new Big 12
Ooh,
teams
Man.
coming to the SEC.
Texas and Oklahoma. He lost both those games.
They can go to hell.
But you
They can
know,
go straight
I
to
mean, Oklahoma got
Wax.
Molly.
just straight horrible gameplay. They suck. So this week, because they suck so much, we're keeping it all SEC. There's
right.
7 games this week with buys and the fact that they're only playing each other in the SEC. So we got some good games. We're going to pick 2 apiece. This time there's 7 games, 2 each. 1 gets left out.
That's right.
And the game of the week is going to be Georgia and Auburn.
Classic.
Classic rivalry. In fact, the oldest rivalry in the SEC.
In the
It
SEC.
is.
That is why it's one of my favorite games to watch, no matter how lopsided it is,
it's gonna be-
or will be this year.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad to watch.
Man, the score on this. Whew.
It's going to be tough. And he got the point for the score last week, so he will pick first this week as far as points go.
Yes.
Keeping it consistent.
Youth before beauty.
So either I'm hot and he's young, and that's both wrong.
Oh, look. That one's got a pin mark on it.
Well, don't look at the other side of it. You'll be fine.
Tell.
I'm going to go Texas A&M at Alabama.
All right.
I'm going to take Alabama.
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 That's what we got here.
I'm going Alabama.
I won't pick the one with a pin mark.
Alabama.
Tennessee at
Too
LSU.
easy.
Yep, that's going to be a
Cupcake.
good one for me. I'm going Tennessee
You,
to
buddy.
take care of LSU at home.
Oh yeah, that one. Missouri at Florida.
Easy.
Take it Florida.
Florida. That's his only point this week. So
Help me out again, you old bastard.
Oh, it's my turn. I'm going to go with this one. Ole Miss at Vandy, and I'm taking the Rebels.
all right, 3 left here. I'm going to go with this one. South Carolina at Kentucky. I will take them Wildcats, baby.
You got to go Wildcats.
Arkansas at Mississippi State.
That's it. You know what I mean?
I'm taking them Razorbacks.
And nobody got the game of the
Got the
week.
game of
Auburn
the
and
week.
Georgia, which would have been an easy pick.
So, how do you feel about the game of the week?
I think Georgia had a bad game against Missouri. They looked more human.
I'm about to say, think they had a bad game or they had a fucking terrible game?
They did. They looked beatable. But man, I just think Auburn is so bad.
They are.
I love the good thing about Auburn though that I do like. I like how they give their fans hope and then know how to take it away. You know what I mean? Like you go up on
I've
LSU
never seen-
and all the Auburn fans are like, and then it's just like slowly like, here's the ball, here's the
Oh,
ball.
just
here's
you
the
take
ball.
it.
Here's the ball.
It's like they
And
didn't want it.
And then Auburn fans are just like, no, again. It's like so close. You know what I mean?
They really do steal defeat from the hands of victory a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
God. It's like you opening a Christmas present and it's an Xbox, but when you actually your parents tricked you and you open the Xbox and it's like Tupperware. You know what I mean? Like you had these high hopes.
Auburn
it's like,
season
ah.
in a nutshell.
A sleeping bag. I'm gonna say 63.
63.
All right, Greg, you pick next. Is that right?
I do pick next. That's a pretty good number. I was thinking something very similar.
Because I went with like 49-14.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go 59.
64.
He's gonna one up.
$1, Bob. That's a smart play.
That's
$1.
That's a smart play.
Or I think with this one, if I was him, I probably would have said 60 or 61. I would have went right in between. I don't know
Because
why.
It's
But
going to be
I think it's
close.
going to be somewhere around there. All right.
Well, either way, what happens if it's 20-14? Classic Auburn,
Then you
Georgia,
win.
but yeah. Classic Auburn, Georgia would be a lower scoring game, but Auburn's defense sucks, and Georgia.
Oh, but for the score, so what's the score out? Because I got 3 points, you got 3 points. What
And I
it
got
was,
one.
What it was?
It was
it?
12 to 11 to 10.
10.
So he's got 11. You have 15. I have 14.
Yep.
And we'll, we'll talk to the editor of the podcast see if he can.
He's a real dick.
Boop and boop.
So here we go. So I'll go. I got Ole Miss over Vandy and the Alabama over Texas A&M.
And your points are 63.
63.
All right. I am going Tennessee over LSU and Kentucky over South Carolina, 59.
I've got Arkansas over Mississippi State, and then I've got Florida over Missouri, and my number is 64.
Like an old school Nintendo. All right, guys. Got it close this week. We still have the punishments back there. Stay tuned to see how this thing ends up because the
Not going to be
punishments
pretty.
are probably
Not going to be pretty.
really, really bad. So.
Alabama. We do have some phone calls.
All right.
Okay.
Guys, we're trying to make this show a little shorter than we normally do. He's got to be in the bed. He's been up late. And
Yeah, I've been
he's
trampoline
had
parking.
a hell of a day. So, we will have a few little phone chats. And as always, give our expertise
Yep.
on the...
And I'm not sure if Josh has heard them yet. I know that Jason and I have not.
I have not.
Appreciate you calling and leaving us some messages. Again, if you'd like to call, and
Yes.
if you'd like someone prank called, as you see, we start every show now with a prank call. If you would like someone prank called, you can give us a call, 205-386-7274. Or for those of you who feel like to be entertained with their phone numbers, 205-386-RASH.
Rash. If you're itching to give us a call.
All right, guys. So this is caller number 1
Uno,
this evening.
for our bilingual friends.
Fancy.
I know. We're reaching across borders now.
Telling you.
So we
Hey,
got.
handsome boy, this is Mandy Lynn. I heard the podcast and you answered my question, and I have a titer reduction scheduled for this Friday, so I will be happy to give you boys a call or even send you a picture. Let's just see what they look like after. And I'm taking your advice, getting them lifted as well, so hopefully I'll be able to drink my drink from my titties. Thank you, boys. And I love that little ginger boy on the end.
Ooh.
Wow.
There we go.
All right.
Well, congratulations.
Mandy Lynn, whatever
Mandy
it is.
Lynn,
Well,
yeah.
she likes that little ginger boy on the
Ginger
end.
boy on the
Damn.
end. The only one not taken on the panel. So
Wow.
I'm
So
just
what are you
saying.
gonna do there, buddy?
I'm going to share a drink with her.
Time to make some
Share-
moves.
I'm about to share a little drinky
She
poo
says
with
she's
her.
going to send a picture of those tatas.
That sounds delicious.
Her titties may look great, but what do y'all think? What are you guessing her face looks like?
Well, I'm hoping she don't send a picture of it. You know, save a little mystique for the ginger boy.
Yeah, we
How
need a
do,
little...
if you just went by her voice, what do you think her face would look like? Scale 1 to 10.
Like scale wise, or are we just going to describe
I mean,
what
what
we
do you
think
think?
the face?
Just by that soft, nice. I mean, does it make you think of clouds and the sun coming through, or do you think she might have the face that's been mauled by a band of gypsies? I mean, what's your opinion? I think she sounds sweet. I think
Yeah.
the voice sounds fluffy.
Yes. Sounds
like maybe diabetic. It's like, what are your thoughts? Because you could possibly, and I apologize because this may be somebody you end up going out with and could be
Yeah.
your next wife.
You never know.
You never know. So what do you think though? It's really what you think.
She sounds like a nice southern lady.
Yes.
Like maybe she likes going with the wind.
Yes.
That's the feel I get.
Yes.
Yes. Just a classic southern lady.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
I am going to go with she looks like one of the women
From
Still
Hocus Pocus.
Still Magnolias.
Still Magnolias.
Gotcha.
Mixed with Hocus Pocus. Still Pocus, if you will.
Okay.
She looks like
We'll
a
take
lady
that.
from Still
Still
Pocus.
focus.
All right. Well, Mandy Lou, send that picture into the
Yeah,
to the email.
So we can
Put it
actually
right
see
here.
Yeah.
We need a before and after, I think.
Definitely need a before and after.
Absolutely.
Because if they were size H's, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right, that was
Cool.
a good one.
It's a good one. Thank you for the call.
Yeah, thank you. All right, y'all. This is call number 2. I'm
Okay.
excited.
Goes.
Hey, Greg, it's your Uncle Pal. Hadn't talked to you in a while. I heard about the show. Wanted to call you because it's October. Used to refer to it as Cocktober. But anyway, you hadn't answered my calls in a while, and I figured this would be a good way to get in touch with you. Just hope you're doing good. Want to wish you a very, very happy Swalloween. I still got the old tickle closet. I did have to quit doing the trick where when you rub my pockets, I give you hard candy. It seems like that's not accepted these days. Anyway, I saw you on the podcast here, and I just wanted to say hey. But anyway, you're looking good. Real good. Anyway, talk to you later, Greg. Like I said, Uncle Kyle still got the same number. Talk to you later, bud. Bye.
Still got the same number.
I mean, what are the chances that I was just
my God.
I mean, what are the chances?
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
eerie.
Wow.
It
Eerie.
is spooky.
Wow.
Spooky, if you will.
Spectacular.
A little spooky.
I mean,
Wow.
what the hell just happened?
The caller sounded like he had Josh Roberts had a baby
Sounded
with
like
Rusty
he-
Wilson.
Sound like he had a hard candy and an anal plug in his mouth at the same time. What? Well,
Well,
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
I
Who
haven't
would've
had
thought?
any. I haven't had any family call in.
story
yet.
validation. That's,
Dude.
wow.
Talking about.
Dude, I tell you, I can't wait till some of your family calls in.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. That's great. You know what? We should bring him on the show.
Well, that was a very interesting call from the uncle I didn't know I had.
Ooh. Sounds like
From
a
a
good
story.
guy.
You guys, he has been asking me since he walked in the door tonight. Hey, so we're gonna talk about the story you told us, and I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, man. And then he kept doing it, and I was like, usually the joke ends at some point, and then he kept doing it, and it never ended. So the last time I was like, what the fuck are we
You
doing,
gotta
man?
get such a good lead in.
Like, what the
I
fuck are we
set it
doing?
up good.
You did set it up good. I'll give you that.
You let that ice melt.
Like
Let
I
that ice
set it
melt.
up good.
But I was just like, what the fuck? Because I've known him for years, and there's a
Because you
ending.
didn't even know the stuff I was gonna. You like kind of knew what I was gonna say, but when I said it when we were doing the show,
Yeah.
you were even laughing.
I was like, what are
when
you
I
doing?
said Cocktober and Swallow.
October. Happy Swalloween.
All right, are we gonna have a pour?
We're gonna.
think we are.
Obviously,
Pour and a
we're
cup.
rolling, guys. We need another pour. What
Yeah.
are we gonna do, Jason Armstrong?
Ooh.
Lay it
We're
on
going to
us.
go the 20 years. So we did the
Ooh.
12. We're going to go the 20
8
year.
years better than what we did before.
Let's see.
Man,
Ooh.
nice. This one's been open for a minute.
Oh, so this one's had a little time
Let's
to
have a little time. Little-
finagle.
Tamara Nara.
Thank you, sir. What we got here? God, that is just. Every now and then you got to switch it
Oh
up
my
from
God.
bourbon, little rum.
It's a dessert, man.
But like I said, this is a rum that's comparable to a bourbon.
It has got a good spice to it, man.
Yeah.
With a cigar.
we're doing. It's really good with a
phenomenal.
cigar, but if we're doing
Phenomenal.
another pour, we got to do another toast.
Yeah, that's true.
Yo, I know.
So here's
To
to
Uncle Kyle.
Uncle Kyle. Hope to
Kyle,
meet
yeah.
that guy one day.
Uncle Kyle, I love that guy.
Sounds like a lovable individual.
Very lovable.
You know, it will be great if any bourbons out there wanted to sponsor us.
I don't know what that.
That's pretty
Maybe
much that's an easy pull.
easy pull.
Easy pull.
Maybe
Just
there's a
saying,
new craft
guys,
distillery doing Cocktoberfest bourbon.
Yeah. Are there any bourbon distilleries in Birmingham?
There's one that actually makes bourbon in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Really, which one?
Dread River.
Oh yeah, I haven't tasted anything they have, but
Haven't either.
we're willing
We're
to.
willing to.
Willing to.
Red
see
River.
If you would like us to do a
At the
review.
bar, they really enjoy their bourbons here as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you,
Tammy.
All right, guys. The third and final call of the evening.
We have another.
Yeah,
right.
this is it. They're getting more and more.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Well, boys, old Rusty Wilson
Yes.
calling here. Boys, if it ain't one thing, it's another. I tell you, this past weekend was 2 of my 3 favorite things in this world, and no, it wasn't the second coming of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Fingers crossed. It was good old NASCAR racing. My sweet back at Joe. Whew. Boys, I tell you what, it was a hell of a weekend, but that's about where the story turns, fellas. If you got a quarter, call someone who cares, or just call AAA, because this weekend I got my heart broke at Talladega Super Speedway.
Ooh,
Oh.
here's Talladega.
Boys, much like the blister and the red sunburn covering her sweet, milky skin, I'm afraid Becca Joe's true colors are starting to peek through. Oh, boys, she left me high and dry in Talladega. All I got to look forward to when I get home now is, well, to be honest with you, it's a bit of a raccoon infestation that's kind of going my way, if I'm to be honest.
Raccoon infestation.
Well, hell, boys, I guess every cloud has its silver lining. Except for Becca Joe's nipples. They look like AK bullets, I tell you. That's just something you can't
think
get
he's
rid
drunk.
of. Well, boys, look, I'm getting off track here. All I wanted to say was shit, fire, Talladega. Praise hell, praise Dale. If you boys know anybody that needs to buy and or rent a full-grown snapping turtle going to give me or Martha down at the public library a call. Keep on trucking as always, and tell that there new gay boy y'all hired to, well, just keep on keeping on, and everything's gonna be all right. Come with Cali Boo.
Who is this guy, dude?
Just like hang up on here. What's this? Back page. Woo!
Oh my god!
Honestly, I tell you, I don't know who this is. Whew.
All I know-
obviously he knows us. Somehow,
Man,
whoever this is,
it was hard to understand a little bit, but I think
he's
Becky,
drunk.
I think Becky
I think
Joe. It sounded like Becky Joe broke his heart to tell the day.
Yeah, and I think he's medicating.
yeah,
Wow, Rusty
Look.
Wilson, I love the guy.
raise hell, praise
Raise
hell.
hell, praise Dale. What would you say about him and Becky Joe?
Hey,
We kind of saw it coming, didn't we?
yeah, I mean it was
We did.
pretty obvious. I don't know.
First she steals your quarter, then she steals your heart.
You know what? I'm just saying, keep on, keeping on, keep trucking.
That's right.
Find you another NASCAR loving woman.
Yeah.
They're all over Alabama.
They are.
They're all good girls. I mean, you know what this sounds like this guy, Rusty Wilson, could use?
Yes, I do know.
Oh, you're
Instant-
right. You're
instant-
right.
It's our sponsor.
Oh, we've got a sponsor this
Right.
week.
do.
And what goes better with his situation?
Oh, nice little cologne. Help you get through
Something strong.
Something
Yes.
real strong.
Something for desperate times.
calls for it.
Desperate measures.
Desperate-
Absolutely.
It's desperation.
Desperation.
You've used it.
I've used it, and it helped
He
me out a
still
lot.
uses it.
Every day.
Bathe in it.
I mean, you gotta love a good thing.
Good stuff.
So yeah, we'll roll that little adsy poo.
Yeah.
And hopefully people enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Desperation.
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 Fragrance by Pepe Lemore. Found locally at Big Lots, Dollar Tree, Ross, Burlington, and Go Factory.
All right, guys, that was it.
Thank you to our sponsor.
Yep. A
Thank
little
you.
desperation.
Thank you.
Thank you for the callers.
Yes, and we've been using desperation for years.
It's there. It's actually been on the shelf for the entire pod.
Yeah, for
It
the
has,
whole
the
time.
whole season. Yes, it's been there.
That's right.
All right, guys, we've had some good times, had some bad times, shared some laughs, and some cries.
And some festivals.
Thank you, Uncle Kyle.
Uncle Kyle.
Downside.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy.
Yeah. That's Coulter, Coulter.
Cue the fucking music.
Yes, sir. Elvira.
Elvira. My heart's on fire with Elvira. Giddy up, papa, mow, mow. Giddy up, papa, mow, mow.